Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chen, and welcome back to our Thursday night Chen's King of Fighter Combo Dojo. We have our guest Dark Chaotix in the house, DC.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Finally, we're able to do our Combo Dojo on Thursday on time. Sorry about that. Let's on. Give me bar. And we are on the team of Team Ikari. I was like wondering what Ikari means. I'll check Google Translate. Oh. Ooh, no. Oh, my phone. No, I don't need Translate. Oh, damn, my phone. I didn't say hi, Google. But anyway, Ikari means anger. So like as the team original in Mandarin is called Team Rage. Yeah, and we can start with Ralf. Alright, ooh, it's a bit laggy again. Alright, you see, what do you think about Ralf? Well, you can start with.
Yeah, I don't mind Ralf in this. He's probably still mid-tier. You don't see a lot of usage out of him, but he does have some good buttons, some good damage out of him. Yeah, he's not a bad character. I don't really have a bit of a problem with him.
Yeah. Well, I still like the old version of Ralf because he had the command grab. But unfortunately, seems King of Fighter 12, they changed Ralf as purely hitting type characters. But for me, most of his moves not really useful. They still rely on just a basic stand, punch or kicks. Well, to start with, most of his move, only related back is the air flying punch. I like the old Ralf actually. When you do half circle back kick, he used the head smack. But this flying kick it's not very useful. If you use the D version, the hard version, you can cancel the flying punch in the air. But I just don't really think it's worth it. The back, how do you call it? The opposite DP, reverse DP, goes this punch. I barely see people using it. Maybe in a combo, yes. Half circle back punch with these move, I don't know how to call, hitting the earth. But in previous version, it actually anti-airs really well. But now the range wasn't that good anymore. You need to calculate it properly.
Yeah, 13 was decent.
Much better.
Yeah.
Pretty much 360 degrees. We can try sometime, but except for that, half circle forward punch that give you 2 punch. If you do a hard version, give extra hit. But I don't see people use a lot of his regular moves because the hitbox and the frame was not as good as others. Except for that, any other move haven't been mentioned?
No, you did that one, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
That one's done. Done. Cancel, done.
He has that.
Yeah, but this one's bad. The older version was really quick. Sometimes can be anti-air as well.
Yeah. I think, as you said, Ralf, still very similar to his old style, where it's mainly like hard hitting, like his fast C, fast D, really good. CD is good, moves forward. His jump CD is actually really good as well. It's 13 frames, and think of it similar to Heinz, but Heinz is actually a frame quicker. But yeah, it's actually like really useful. Other than that, yeah, like his jump E is decent as well. and it doesn't really cross up, even though it looks like it. But no, it's and his jump C is actually good too. Jump C does cross up. Other than that, I think as you said, I don't really see a lot of people using his special moves. It's mainly hit confirm into max mode and sort of range attacks and whatnot.
If you play 14 Ralf, you don't rely too much on combo. You rely on really basic technique. How to get your distance right, get the hard knockdown. Maybe not hard knockdown, but it doesn't have much thing to do. But anyway, you still have some of the combo you can do. That doesn't work. Okay, so start what I normally do basically is either start with hard punch or hard kick and diagonal down A, which means the light punch, and you can just add into the 2 punch. So it looks like this. You can cancel. SDM. That was DM, this is SDM. That works. And SDM works. And of course, level 3 works as well. That's most of the people using Ralf, if they have a chance, yes, they will go for it because the simple damage was pretty nice, 237. Of course, you can use the D version. Oops, but you need to time it right. If I'm using the D version, I'd rather go for the running machine gun attack. Same thing, you can either do... oops. You can do SDM, it just gives you extra hit. SDM, well, damage-wise is really good. I mean, even though we say most of his special move is not as good, but just go for the basic. Go for the basic for Ralf is what I think is most correct way to use it. That's 594 damage, so not bad. So that's the first simple basic combo that for Ralf. And what do you have, DC?
Probably, if you're going to use this down forward A, like that, you might want to note that it does have very short range. So you can actually combo into it from lights, but yeah, if you are a little bit further away, it will whiff, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, you can do it from a crouch B straight into down forward A, that works, but again, just watch your distance because yeah, it's very short. If you're trying to do it from heavies, I would suggest doing it from D, because D kind of vacuums them closer, whereas C doesn't. So sometimes when you're, if you're trying to do a max move with C, when you're trying to link other moves, it won't link. Whereas the D down to down forward A does, and I'll probably go into that a little bit more when we get into the max mode combos. But yeah, just keep in mind that yeah, the down forward A is, the range is very short. Other basic combos that besides the heavy ones as Chen has shown, I do use, you can do crouch, that, but yeah, from light, yeah, you can just do the, so that's what happens when you overuse, like you do down forward A and that counts as a quarter circle forward, and then you try and do that, because yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful with your inputs on that. But yeah, I do use that one as well. You can do it into the heavy version. And probably the other basic combo is from a light. If you don't want to do down forward A, you can do that as well, and that actually works. The fire A works on crouching as well, which is really good. So Chen, just crouch. So yeah, it still hits, and it actually works on small characters as well. So that's an easy confirm as well that I do use as well. But other than that, yeah, it's really the D into that. That's really the main combo I do use. In corner, you can well, you can't actually combo into that one, but you can. The reason why people use that move because you can combo into from it. So if you've got somehow someone in the corner, and you can like if you mediate, yeah, you can combo into it, but that's just an example of that. But yeah, it's very difficult. If you get a CD wall splat, you can combo into that as well. The A version. Yeah, like that. You can combo into it as well. So that move does have a bit of application in corner, but yeah, it's still limited, and there's a bit of a risk to use it. But other than that, yeah, no, that's just the basic sort of combos that I use. Yeah, if you want to go to something else.
Yep. I don't think there's any combo.
Now, for me, for super cancel and max modes, I've only got like 1 or 2, so I don't really vary out too much on that. So
it's pretty much the same. Every special move you can just cancel it, like into DM, SDM, or level 3. So
yeah,
there's not much difference. Except for that, okay, then that's pretty much Ralf can do, because you will see most of people just doing these moves, you know, stand kick, A, stand C most of the time. There's not really much you can do about it. It's just the distancing. So yeah, that's why there's not much people like using it, because too less combo or style, but it rely on one hit. Okay, so we can jump on straight to the max mode. Well, before the max mode, let's see. Yeah, we can jump into the max mode actually. Alright, so I'll leave the most common max mode combo to DC. What sometimes I will do, we start with, well, either from low, we can start from low. Ooh, I thought you could do 2 times. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. I remember this one again.
I think they got rid of it. I think they changed it.
Okay. They probably changed it. That's an old version, but I remember you can do. Okay, you can't even do that. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Oh my god, that's sad. All right, that still work. Yeah. So we start from. Ooh. That's just on the first position. Hey, that doesn't come out that quick anymore. Alright, they changed that as well. Wow. Damn, I like that. Level 2? Alright, they changed everything. Alright, so basically Sorry guys, they changed most of the... Alright, after that here, you can't do anything else. Yeah, that's probably you can do without EX mode. EX floor punching. Is 2 bars, 532 damage if you start from low. EX spinning flying kick, just a regular smack the floor, then cancel to the SDM. That is a very powerful move, but it was better before. Oh, I missed it. $479, and if you start with jump in or heavy attacks, but that's only in corner, so just have to be careful. 607 for just 2 bar. Very, very powerful. What do you think, DC?
Yeah, no, that like combo damage is really, really high with him.
But the only corner.
Yeah, that one is corner. I think so. The other combo that that we use that's outer corner.
Yep.
Is similar. Whoops, sorry, did the. Is that one?
2 times.
So yeah, so it's just the EX kick into half circle forward A, and then you cancel into that one. Now some people might find that difficult because you got to do half circle forward punch and then quarter back half circle forward kick. So quick succession. So a slightly easier option would be is when you do the EX kick. You just go straight into the super. You don't even need to do that link. So that's probably one of his most basic 2-bar combo. So that can be done at point, mid anchor, wherever. It can be done wherever on the screen. That super actually does more damage than the other one as well. And the other one's a little bit more difficult. Actually, it's not. If you do it straight away, it hits twice. It still works anywhere. It does less damage though, so I'd rather the other one because it's not hard enough down and you're closer. But other than that, yeah, like there's not really any other combo type difference that I use. Yeah, like the other combos are either a little bit more difficult or just more gimmicky in that sense, where if you just stick to that, you're good. And for a 2-bar combo, yeah, it does a lot of damage, and you can do another one. You can easily kill someone. I probably would add as well that far D into activation is really, really good. Think of his far D as basically like Yori's far D in this game. It's the same frames. It's about 9 or 10 frames, I think, and it works the same way. So far D activation is really good with Ralf. Gives you heaps of time to run into to do the same combo. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. So, and I know for me how I play and Chen plays very similar. Far D activation is really good, which is why he's good as a range character in that sense. And then if you can hit that into activation, then he's quite strong. I'll just show you that thing about if you use C, as I was saying before. See how it misses. So even when you get the hit, so if I do the combo again, yeah, see that combo's then, but sometimes it does miss. So you're better off always doing standy into down forward A, because that will always work. So just be mindful with that as well. But other than that, yeah, no, I don't really have much more that I use. Corner combo still do the same. Yeah, again without getting too difficult, but yeah, they trimmed him down a fair bit from the earlier patches, because he could do more stuff, but yeah, they changed him.
I mean, there's one combo is not that difficult to do, but just the timing. So basically, you start with the same thing, but once you activate the Maximo, you do this move, and with the spinning kick. So the timing is kinda hard. You can do, oh, it won't work for that one. The timing is really low. You can do that, but it's worth of trying it. It probably gives you more damage, I remember. I can try. Oh, that's good.
I think it looks like it's a spacing thing.
You need to run forward a bit.
So do it on mid or last, because it seems you have more bar.
That's true. Let's see. Oh, has to be in anchor then. Finally, oh, maybe not really. Bit laggy. What? Stop lagging. Why is lagging? What's going on? Oh, it's the same damage. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. Then that's pretty much. Any of the combo, the BC combo or anything else, you can always at level 3 at the end. But that's not the full damage. So, well, still 791, not as bad. So sometimes if you just want to save bar, you can do straight away. So give a full damage, 3 bar, 653 damage, good enough for Ralf. Except for that, anything else we need added in, DC? I think we covered most of the thing.
No, I don't think so. Doesn't really have a lot. I don't use much more than what I've already shown.
Yeah, true. It's more like distant ones thing. Alright, moving on. Second characters for the Ikura team. This is Ikari, not Ikura, sorry. The Ikari team mainly go for pretty simple and hard damage. That's how it works. Clark, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I actually love Clark in this version. I reckon this is one of his best versions.
Pretty balanced.
It's just funny enough, this Clark has so many combo options. You wouldn't think a grappler does, but he has a lot of combo options. He's so good in this, that's why I like him.
Yep, true. Then you can start with then. You start. What do you think about the Clark?
So Clark pretty much plays the same as he has in other games. In 13 they changed him a little bit where he has two versions of a grab where the so the D version is a instant grab, so like a normal grappler grab. But then the B version still grabs, but it actually has guard point. I think up to 2 hits. If you want to just
one.
Do 2, just multiple hit A.
Yeah, just 1. He just doesn't really care.
I'm pretty certain it's 2. So just mash light kick.
He doesn't really care.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's 2. So up to 2 hits. Yeah, he can guard point. So they changed that in 13 for him. He also has back charge forward punch, which is what Chen's doing now. The A version just hits up. The C version, you can get more hits, and he has a follow up as well, which is that. Which is good.
But I like the old version. Actually, you can do the last uppercut things, you know, straight into the air. That's an air DP, but they just cancel that. And also the leg, the DP that you can do on the old version, which means good, but they cancel both of the move. Probably because you have more option in 14. They don't want to make Clark way too powerful, so they just cut off that 2 move in a previous version. Because he got this guard command grab, so it's something, you know, OP. It's better than Clark. Alright, you can continue.
No, you're not wrong. Like, they did strip him a little bit from 13, but I think it works for the way he works in this game. So he does have running grab. That can be blocked. So if they're blocking, it's a full punish. But if they're not blocking, you got options out of it. So down C, that's the C version. So you do down C, and that gives you that
is the same, right?
Nah, it's different. And then the B and the D are the same.
Oh yeah.
The A version is that one. And then the D version is the rolling cradle. Sorry, B and D version are the same. So you probably would see a lot more people doing the C version because you can follow up with it into a DM, but we'll probably show that a bit later. But yeah, so there's that move. He has I'm trying to remember any other special moves I'm missing.
Grab that.
No, he doesn't have anything else.
Oh, and this. BD.
Oh yeah, so he has a step. He had that in 13 as well. So just think of it as a hop, like a hyper hop, but shorter. But you can't do anything out of it. It's just to you can use it to cancel out of moves. So so it's just more of a mix-up sort of thing. So as you can see, it goes over lows. So if you know someone's trying to low, then yeah, it goes over it, and you can go straight into grab. But yeah, it's so you can use it to hit into as well. So it's a little bit of a mix-up sort of tool. Oh yeah, he has that as well. Yeah, so he still has the mash punches too, which I forgot about. But you can't move forward like the old games, and yeah, he just stays stationary, and he doesn't punch a lot either, like the older versions as well. So he does have a command normal as well, which is forward B. Now, funny enough, that's actually an overhead. It doesn't look like it, but it's an overhead. So, but it's a bit slow. But you can max into it as well. But yeah, it is an overhead, so just keep that in mind. In terms of his normals, similar to Ralf, his fast C is really good. His crouch C is actually really good as well. His far D is not like Ralf, which hits sort of horizontally. It's more of a vertical hit. So it's for good for hops. So anyone that's going to hop in early, you want to do it. But I wouldn't use it as a anti-air for someone coming down from a hop, because you probably will trade most of the time. So if you know someone's going to hop, then you'd want to use it. Yeah, crouch B is actually good. You can link it real easy, and it can combo into other stuff, which we'll show. His jump A is actually good. It hits low, hits arcing, and that can lead to a combo as well. Jump B is actually pretty good as a anti-air, air-to-air sort of thing. Like, I wouldn't go against it against like a Hind CD, but for someone that's using another light attack, yeah, it can actually it activates real quick, so it's really quick. I don't use jump C a lot, but very similar to jump B, but yeah, it hits a little bit higher. Yeah, so you could use it as a similar to Shun'ei's jump A, where you can sort of fake like attacking, and then yeah, you whiff the attack into something. And then yeah, his jump D is been the same for ages. Really good for like quick jump in for someone you know is going to hop in as well. Really good. I think it's one of the better early jump D in the game, in my opinion. And then yeah, his CD hits downwards, so think of it similar to Mary's, but not as good as Mary's. Mary's is a lot quicker, but yeah, it works in a similar fashion. But yeah, so that's just his normal moves. So if you want to go into some basic stuff, basic combos. Basic combo?
Alright, basic combo. Cloud have a lot of options, so jumping from the from the air, simple, light punch, heavy punch, and then command grab. If you want to mix up your opponent, you know, you can always delay a bit and wait until they do anything. If they're not doing anything, well, it's still grab. And good thing about Clark in this version, anything with the command throw goes to DM, SDM level 3. So that's that's a DM version. Simple, easy, powerful as well. 451. The last one, yep, of course, level 3. Bone cracker. That's what we normally call in Asia. Oh, forgot. Bone cracker. And I love this. Hoppa. Yep. You wanna start from the low. You can do it light kick, light punch, and command grab. So, same thing. If you're lazy enough like me, light kick, stand light kick works the same way. And of course, we say we have the special move. You can dash into it. You can do, well, if your opponent didn't do anything, you can do command grab straight away. Goes to the same thing. So anything with command grab can cancel to DM, SDM, and level 3. Alright, other things, DC might have some other basic combo that can show.
So So just on your combo you did, Chen, just so stand C hits twice.
Yep.
So the combo that Chen showed, it's on one hit that you do in the cancel, so you just got to keep that in mind, because yeah, you can't cancel from the second hit. So yeah, it's just one hit.
Oh, good to. Oh, sorry, this a bit for well. Yeah, if you can't do the combo properly, there's another way, because well, in the old version, once you go to the second hit, you can't cancel anything. But for 14, lucky enough, after the second hit, you can do any of the super DM, SDM, or level 3. It works. So like, you're not good in combo wise, but I bet you most of people are gonna use the command grab before they're doing any of the supers.
Yeah, no, that does help, because he never had that. Well, actually, in older games he did, like 2K2, and yeah, you had to do special
input. Yep.
A bypass in order for that to work. But normally, no. Yeah, just a normal grab. It's just yeah, just one hit.
Sorry. Okay, that's it. That's why I need to add it in. Okay, you can continue. Dead.
So yeah, so another basic combo from lights, you can go into that, which is the A version. So you can't cancel, you can't go into the heavy version from the lights, but yeah, you can go into the light version, so which is really good. That works anywhere, so anywhere on the screen, it works. And then from there you can, so it's not a hard knockdown, but you can start running in and do mix up. You know, whoops. Yeah, so you got options on what you want to do there. And also might need to note that the other combo that you showed, Chen, so just duck. So yeah, so that combo, it works on ducking as well, because some may think that the crouch A or the stand A will whiff. No, it doesn't. So it works on crouching any character as well. So yeah, same with the stand B. So yeah, which is really good. So you don't have to worry about if they're standing or not. It can work crouching. But besides that, if you get a heavy, so if you're getting C, you can do a C confirm into the heavy version of that, which does work as well, which is good. But yeah, so that works anywhere as well. As I said, we don't use this in a combo or anything, so we don't use that. But yeah, but besides that, yeah, a lot of my combos comes from that. I really use that a lot in normal gameplay. But yeah, from jump ins, as Chen showed, I use that combo as well, because it leads to a free cancel to the DM, SDM or whatever. Besides that, I don't think I have really anything else that I use. Yeah, I don't use that in a combo. I know you can combo it.
Oh yeah, sometimes I do that.
Yeah, I don't use that. It's risky.
Yeah, after this.
For someone that's not really good on hit confirm, yeah, I find that very risky to do, because yeah, it leaves you way open. But pretty much anything else does as well. You know, if you went for the other combo into grab and you whiff, then yeah, you know, they can punish you. But other than that, yeah, no, that's sort of all I use. I think for what you said for cancels, the only difficult thing about Clark is besides what Chen's already shown, from that, his other stuff are a little bit more difficult, unfortunately. So you can combo his DMs from that, but it's actually pretty hard. So even though we're still sticking with basic stuff, that's what that looks like. So, but yeah, it's because you're gonna do back charge, forward punch, and then you gotta do 2 half circle forward to kick for that. You can shortcut that one actually a little bit. When I say a little bit, you can get away with half circle forward punch in that sort, in a sense. But yeah, I personally don't shortcut that setup. I do it raw. I find that a lot easier for some reason. You can shortcut it, but it's just a little bit. It's still difficult. You can do the other version as well, the grab out of that too. That still works. So yeah, you can do either one, but yeah, it's just there is some difficulty out of it.
Just need a bit of practice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because Clark's are double half circle back, either forward or back, punch or kick, you need to learn it in order to, you know, to do it. But fortunately, you don't have to. You don't have to learn these combos because his Maximo combos makes up for the damage. So yeah, unlike some other characters like Ralf, where he might be better doing the cancels, Clark actually has a lot of options in match mode, so you don't have to learn those, to be honest, but yeah, just showing you that you can do them.
But if you're able to do this, that's the only good thing, so you can do level 3 after the run DM, because for the regular, I don't think you can cancel to level 3.
You can't.
Yeah, it doesn't work. So if you're able to do these, that gives you a pretty good damage. But you know, people have different choice. If you're not really good at it, you always can just go for the basic. Easier, much more time to start with. Alright, so are we ready to move on to the Maximo combo?
Yep.
Pretty much? Alright, so what do you want to show me first? You can start with. There's a couple.
Yeah, he's actually got a lot. I've probably forgot to mention that Clark, for me, I put him. I generally use him anchor or mid, but you can use him in.
Point.
Surprisingly, you can use him in point as well.
I like putting points.
Yeah, like he, unlike Ralf, where he probably requires like meter to be a little bit better. Clark's grab just makes up for it, because yeah, a lot of his, you can get easy damage off that, then you straight into Oki. And then yeah, and again from that setup, you can just go straight into DM. But yeah, so for Maximo combo, if I'm starting from 3 lights, just trying to. Okay. So yeah, so from 3 lights you can do. Oh, whoops.
Oh, you need to wait a bit.
Oh, I didn't finish it. Oh no. That's what happens when you... Oh. Oh.
Still too early.
Yeah, I know. So the timing on that grab is okay. See, if you press punch too quick, you get the punches. So you gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, so that's a point, middle, anchor, basic, anywhere hit maximum combo for fast. So that's one that I do use with him. He does have another one that I do use, but that's more for corner. So Chen, can you just come corner just quickly? So the other one, so this works at points as well. That actually, yeah. Sorry, come closer. Yeah, that. So if you're in corner, you could do that as well, because you can't follow up, because I use two EX moves already. I can't do the EX grab. So yeah, but that works in corner as well. It does decent damage. But they're generally the main two combos I use. If I wasn't trying to cancel into DM or anything, but they're the two main ones that I use. But yeah, unless you want to show him the jump in ones.
Oh, pretty much similar as yours, because you're doing 3 light kick and do that, because there is a risk that you might do the EX, you know, like EX, what's this? Machine gun punch. So I normally, because the crouch C is really good, so I'd rather wait for the confirm. So if you do crouch C activation, you can avoid the bad input. So you can do that. So basically what I normally do, either just finish it, Shun'ei is really not really good enough, but as your way. Again. Oh, you can do a normal one, cool.
Yeah, I might have to note, do keep in mind, even though you end it with that move, you can't cancel into a DM because it's coming from an EX grab, so you can't cancel from the EX move, so yeah, even though it looks like you can't, so yeah, just keep that in mind.
Unless you don't do the second hit, as what I just do before. Oh. You can do this way. That works.
Yep.
But better if you put it in, give me a sec, put it in second, so which means you have enough bar to do the cancel. Oh. Oh, wrong one. Give you a lot of time. It gives very good damage. About 450? Oh no, it's 500. 505 exactly. So if you just do the regular combo, you might miss it. That's 375. Lazy enough. You can do that, or level 3. It goes more than 500 and 600, so That's one of the good things different than DC. Another thing, but if I jump in, I'm without any cancel to the super. I will do that. Less damage, yes, but still 342 for 1 bar, not as bad. You can change to the rolling one. 345 is pretty much similar as what DC was demonstrating. You can't do any follow-up. So yeah, that's what I normally do. Suffer on low, you can do the same thing as well. Simple. 330, 340, roughly about that range. Because it really depends. You might rather just do the regular combo straight into DM. That give you more damage. 397. So it depends how you want to present it. Except for that, pretty much just for me. And DC is gonna show the most common combo that can cancel to DM, SDM, or level 3.
So I might just quickly add, can you just put me on point again?
That point.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yep.
Okay. Yeah, so the other thing that I do if I was on point as well is from low. You can do that combo as well. So it looks like it doesn't combo, but it does. So that's a point character 2-bar combo. So that's fairly sort of straightforward. And the good thing about that is that if you're pressing the buttons a lot and you get that, then that's what enables you to. That doesn't work. No, didn't mean that. But yeah, no, you can cancel into the grab. Even normal grab, as Chen showed before, still works too. But I think that gives less damage. So that's more of a better
option.
Middle anchor combo.
Yep. It works for point, second, or anchor.
Yeah, it's just that's DM, not SDM, because I ran out of bar. Other than that, yeah, so now if we're trying to do advance cancel, he can only advance cancel from his running grab into the other grab. So you kind of limits you in the combo, and the problem with the grab super is that it only grabs when they're on the ground. So once they're in the air, once they're in the air, you can't grab them. So yeah, it kind of does limit you a little bit on what you can do. But yeah, if we're doing from non-max mode, you can do that, which is a little, whoops, missed the input. So if you're doing it from heavy, it's easier because you can do it on the second hit of that What's the timeline again? Yeah, you can do it off the second hit off that back charge forward punch. So you got a lot of time to. And then that's advanced cancel. And then yeah, as Chen said before, whoops, you can do it straight into to level 3. Yeah, which would obviously give a bit more damage. The good thing about Clark is that because there's not a lot of hits, the scaling doesn't scale as much as other characters that have multiple hits, so you're getting fairly good damage out of it. So for a 7-hit combo, it's not scaling all too much. So yeah, it's really good. If you do it from light attacks, you just have to be a lot quicker, again with the cancelling. If you're doing it from that. Now I'm getting it. Oh man. I'm not getting this timing. Anyways, yeah, so you can still do it from lights from that, which still works. I might add, I won't say this is easy, but you can actually do a fast C into the running grab as well, and that actually works too. So if you can whiff punish, then yeah, so you can kind of buffer it into it. Yeah, so that works as well, just to keep that in mind. So I don't think I really have anything else other than that.
Except for that might be just one thing. Well, the concept's the same, the combo is the same. Probably if your opponent is guarding and crouching, DC can use crouch and guard, so you can do the overhead. Well, it's gonna be the same with all the combo we just showed. So, excuse me. Blast me. So, oh, damn, again. Same thing. So when your opponents are guarding, crouching, that will be one of the options as well. And lastly, for Cloud, if you just don't want to do any of the cancelling or max mode, go for the original basic damage. The SDM. 1, 2, and level 3. Looks good. Well, 720, not bad. You know, for not doing any cancel. You can do the simple way as well. Oh, actually, you can't. Let me think. Oh, you can. You can do, after that, you can do super and do level 3. So it's really up to you.
Combo though. That doesn't combo though.
Oh really? Oh then,
no.
Alright. Then you have to go, we just have to go for the basic one.
Yeah.
Like this, you can also get a good damage as well. Start with low. There you go. Except for that, pretty much that perfectly 678 damage. That's pretty much. And the rest of it is just your range, how to get close to your opponent, how to do the running command grab.
Yeah, I think the game will evolve around yeah, the grab into DM. That's where most of you'll see damage.
Except for that, pretty much we demonstrate most of what Clark can do. If there's nothing else, we move on to our last character of the night. That'll be Leona. I don't know, this version of Leona start from 12, 13 and 14 is pretty much similar. I don't mind is there's more choice of combos. with new outfit. Start from 12. Well, it was a very top tier, but they just nerfed it down a bit because in the previous version, the stand C was way too OP. Like even better than Yori's stand D.
Yeah.
That was like this move was OP before.
Yeah.
Hit everywhere.
Yeah, the hitbox was a bit bigger, and I think it had less recovery frames as well. So, but now this version's good. I like this version of
this
Leona.
version is balanced. Still top tier.
She's top. Yeah.
She's still top. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
To start with, well, her move wasn't changed that much. Of course, there's this Nightfall, Moon Slash, Forward Moon Slash, Follow Up Moon Slash, or Earring, and Command, Forward B, Forward B. It's a bit slow, but still works. Down Crouch C, pretty good for anti-air, I remember. And Stand D is not bad, pretty much like Shun'ei. But of course, Shun'ei is gonna be a top tier best. Well, of course, you have big boobs. Light kick, it's extremely quick, as quick as you can. Jumping series is pretty good. CD, powerful. Cross up, jump C. Ooh, hey, where's my cross up? Where's my cross? Oh, I can't cross up. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you gotta space it, yeah.
Spatial a bit. Really nice cross up because you can do a lot of things. Oh yeah, in the air, cross up. Oh, in the air there's a cross move. The hard version goes down. The A version just stay in the air. If you're doing the hard version, you can do the follow up. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be the follow up. Yep, there you go. Overall, she's very quick character, and especially the stand C have the range of the crazy hitbox. Except for that, DC might able to add a few points for her.
No, I think you pretty much touched on most of her stuff. Yeah, she was like super top tier in the earlier patches, but she's still top now. They just nerfed her down a little bit. But yeah, again, her fast C is similar to like, think of Yuri, not as much range, but in close quarters, it's really good. And yeah, if you can hit confirm into it, yeah, it just makes her really powerful. Might add that jump A can act as an instant overhead, so which can lead into a combo, which we'll show later. Yeah, crouch B is actually pretty strong. And yeah, her CD is really good. Her jump CD is really good. Or sorry, her ground CD is pretty good as well. It surprisingly has a lot of distance. The hitbox on it is quite far. Yeah, and you can lead to other things as well. But no, she actually is a really high tier character. Really good. She has good damage off non-meter, but she's got better damage obviously with meter. I probably would put her as mid or anchor if I had to use her.
I put point, middle, anchor. Yeah, both. All of it. Because she's really good to use, even with no bars. One funny thing, if you being tracing by your opponents, your look at your hairstyle will be funny, like that. If you get traced by your opponent.
I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, just trace me.
Wow.
Even though I'm blocking. It's really funny things.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Emphasize being pushed back, so the hair's being pushed forward.
Pretty windy. Combo wise, the regular combo, she don't have much regular combo, but to start with, simple, yes, most common, light kick, light punch, depends how close distance you are, moon slash. Oh, have to use the hard version. Because the short version goes really quick, hard version actually extend a bit. It really depends how you want to use it. You can cancel it, but not recommend. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Because normally you have a better combo to do to start with. So we'll have some moon slash, 2 hit. You can do earring, but it has to be two hit. Oh no, have to be EX version. My bad. Punch or kick, heavy punch or heavy kick can connect to 4B, like that. With the A version finish, you can't do any follow up. But with the C version, you can do the moon slash. Except for that, any regular move that we normally do?
Yeah, so there is a couple of things. So another reason why Leona is really good, because she's one of the few characters that can link a crouch B into a heavy, which is yeah, really good in this game, which is that. So you probably see a lot of people doing that combo. It's really strong. For someone, not just for normal combo, but for max modes as well. So yeah, doing that in corner is just really good. But yeah, you can only do it off one light. If you do two, well, you can do two, but yeah, it's a distance thing. Yeah, you're better off just doing one.
For safe purpose.
Sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, she's one of the few characters that can do that, so yeah, she's really good for that. But yeah, so that's, if you don't do the, if you don't do the forward B, whoops, you can do the back charge forward kick. But yeah, that's the B version, not the D version, because it doesn't link. Now the other combo, which is a little bit easier, that I don't really do, but you can do, from a crouch B, you can do crouch B, stand B into forward B. That also works as well.
Oh, I normally do that.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest basic combo she has. Yeah, in my opinion. But yeah, that's probably all the basic stuff that she has. Like you can't really combo into that. You can use it for pressure, but yeah, you can't combo into it. Yeah, there's not really any use for it. Yeah, you can combo into that as well, like shown. But yeah, you don't really have a follow-up after it. I don't think you can link that. Just go corner. Oh yeah, you can. So you can aim corner. You can do that. Yeah, you can't link earring bomb. Yeah, that's not really a combo item. Other than that, yeah, no, that's just the basics that I use.
Cool. All right, move on to cancels. Of course, we demonstrate a bit of this slash and accidentally do the V. You can do DM SDM for the V slash. That's the DM version. SDM version. It's good. Alright. Like, you don't see people much doing that. That's just if you have a chance and confirm, because that must go with the D version, D kick, so you can do press forward and press another kick. What I normally do, that you can cancel into this super, I don't know what it's called, running moon slash. Well, it's not for every beginner actually can charge on time. Well, you have to charge while you're doing the moon slash.
Yeah, it's there is a bit difficulty with that because it's a down charge up move for the slash. You need to shortcut it and do from down to up. You're doing down, back, up. So that's why you're getting the moon slash, but you're getting the first part of the DM, which is quarter circle back, and then you come back down and do the half circle forward kick. So unfortunately, if you want to get the better combos with her, you need to learn that, and you need to learn it on both sides, because obviously both sides the notation differs as well. So yeah, there is a bit of dexterity in doing that, but once you learn it, it's easy. You can start. It works anywhere. So if you do the slash from mid-screen, that still works.
I mean, even though you can't do the charging for that one, I mean, there's an easy way to do it. Just skip the slash, do the cancel straight away. Still works, but you have to do cancel on time. When the slash hits, you can do cancel. I mean,
yeah.
Let's see how damage differs. So we talk about, that's 351. 296. It's about 50 health different. I mean, you know, no harm. If you really can't do it from the beginning, you need to practice, of course. If you want to do it, looks good, go for the simple. You know, go for basic. It works. It works for SDM as well. Hey, why SDM is not coming up? You go. Works for level 3 as well. Pretty good damage, 523. Then when you get better of control of cancelling, then, you know, just get the extra moon slash. Except for that, what do you normally do? Oh, of course you can. You can do this as well. Any other regular move?
Yeah, so you can do that
okay.
cancel as well. So yeah, so this super is an air DM, just so people are aware of. So you have to do that in the air. It's not a ground super. So yeah, but yeah, you can. So for old version of combo, you used to be able to do that. That was like a basic sort of combo. So, but then yeah, so you can actually add the slice into it now, just because of the way the system works in this game.
Extra bar for cancel.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can do that as well, which is fairly straightforward. But if you can't do the slash first, if the timing's too tight, then you just do it without it, which is pretty straightforward. From the ground, yeah, you can do that links as well. If you're doing it from the crouch B into the heavy punch like shown before, you can still do that. That all works. SDM will work as well. So all that sort of hits. What I said before about the instant overhead, so it's more than an advanced technique, but just to give you a bit of an idea, so if someone was crouching, so if you just crouch in, so yes, if they're blocking low, you know, you can't really open them up. You can do a instant overhead into that DM, and that's what that is. So that if you'd see people, yeah, that does work. The D version also works as well, but it's not as good as the A version. But yeah, the D version does work too. The A version just has better vertical hit. But yeah, so a bit hard to show the D version. But yeah, I just thought I'll mention that because if you see, because a few Leona players do use that, they'll be like hitting low, and then they'll do that. So that is an actual technique. But yeah, it's not easy to learn. To do that, you kind of, all you're doing, you're buffering the super. So you're doing quarter circle forward, but then you're doing up forward as well. So you're getting that, and then you're just doing a half circle back after it, really. So yeah, you just gotta, yeah, it's a timing thing, a technique thing. So yeah, if you're holding down back too much, if you don't do it right, then you'll get that. So you just gotta make sure you get that right. Other than that, no, that's just sort of basic. Yeah, pretty much showing the basic combos that we normally do.
Alright, if the basic goes, Maximo. I pretty much stick with basic as well. Alright, for me, Maximo, either you start off with light, heavy, doesn't really matter. For me to start with, let's start with light. So you do the same combo, heavy D, forward B, and then do the slash, air slash, and moon slash cancel. But for me, that's most easiest. Of course, there's a lot of good players that they use a bit of decent technique, but for me, stick with basic was the best. 2 bars, 414, perfect. Or you start with the heavy, any heavy like far, kick, whatever, you know, as long as you can start even jump in. Goes exactly the same. Because good thing about 473 is not bad. Because good thing about this combo, once you got into it, sorry, you can always go to level 3. You don't have to, but you know, level 3 always ready, give you good damage. That's my combo. The DC Pro. Oh, I have another one. But before that, DC might want to show his way of doing Leona's combo.
Yeah. So outer corner. Yeah, mine's pretty much the same. So. But yeah, same thing.
Oh, pretty much same. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the better damaging combos. She does have another one that I do use, but it's a little bit harder, and they have to be standing, because if they're not standing, can you just crouch, Chen? Yeah, if they're not standing, the combo misses. Oops. Yeah, so there's an earring bomb combo that's like that. So yeah, so if they're not standing, yeah, then that doesn't hit. Yeah, so that's another combo that I do use as well.
I mean, that's pretty much most of people doing it anyway. Yeah, of course. Oh, you can do mini slash and either SDM, DM or SDM. I remember ET. Other guys was doing her other pretty advanced combo. I just put it in a bill. Can't remember. Anyway, anything else?
No, so they're the only two main maximum combos I do use, and as you say, you just go straight into that, and then you can either go into
Level 3.
level 3 and whatever. Like it's all the same. But yeah, that the other in the corner, yeah, it doesn't change either. There is a corner sort of specific combo that I have seen people use, which is that one, but I wouldn't say that's easy.
Oh, okay.
That's probably the one that you might be referring to. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, kind of.
Just put me on Anchor. On Anchor. Yeah, so. Oops.
Yeah, similar like that.
It's something like that, and then yeah,
Bit
and then you
longer.
do the. Yeah. Oh, you do the. I think it's the heavy.
Oh, do the heavy? Oh, okay. Let's try again.
Yeah. It's, oops.
What the hell is that going? Wrong one again.
Oh no, the yeah, the light slash.
Oh, have to be light. Okay. Ah. Slash. Ah. Again. Hey, nice slash. Slash, bomb, slash. Oh, okay, and slash probably you can do that. Oh yeah. So.
That's,
Oh, then do
that's
super.
the other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other combo. But that's a little bit harder.
Oh, that look cool.
Yeah. So
Ooh,
that's one I do
813.
use as well. Yeah, it does a lot.
Wow. $769. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's a good combo.
Oh, but oh yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a little bit.
857, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not meant to be easy. So yeah, which is why I didn't really mention it. But yeah, it's
But yeah, that's only working anchor.
yeah, and it's a corner only.
Oh yeah, that's
But yeah,
corner
no,
only. That looks sick. I didn't know we can do that. A bit of practicing, yes. Oh damn, opposite side. Wow, full combo. Well, if that wow, see the damage. Oh, because Leona only got 950
Yeah,
health
she
bar,
got
so
herself.
yeah, that looks a lot. Well, 857, really awesome. Except for that, oh, there's probably the last thing we can talk about is if you're in anchor, you have 5 bars, and then you don't want to do any max mode, and want to get the pretty much straight damage as what we showed. There is a way, a simple way, not hard. So the combo is from SDM to level 3. So V slash in air, cancel straight away to level 3. So it looks like that. It will explode by itself, doesn't really matter. So 773 with the extra hit. Yeah. Anywhere, works anywhere in the on the screen. $785, not bad, not bad. It looks cool and simple, easy. Even you're a beginner, you can do this easily. Just confirm, it will be good. And you can start with low as well. Serious 783. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Alright, so yeah, if you like your Leona is in anchor, you have 5 bar and you can't do this combo as what we do. So always a simple way to start with. But of course, this goes 857, much better without another 100 more damage, but still better than nothing. DC, anything to add it in?
No, not really. I think we touched on a lot of their stuff. So, but yeah, no, she's a really good character. Meter, she's got good damage. So yeah, she is a decent character. But there is a bit of a yeah, like you just gotta learn her a little bit because she's a charge character.
Yep.
Yeah, some people might find it a bit difficult to learn, but she's got really good buttons, and yeah, with meter she's really good. But no, other than that, I think we've shown the general stuff about her. So.
Alright, good. We go through Leona quite well today, and definitely when next time I play with DC, I'm gonna do this combo on DC and see who's the first one to show to show up the fancy combo. Thanks again for guys. I'm watching the Combo Dojo, Chaotix's King of Fighter 14 Combo Dojo, and especially thanks for DC having patience, helping me to build this channels up. And we pretty much go through, well, we already go through half of the list from King of Fighter 14 characters. Soon enough we will complete the whole characters Combo Dojo. I hope by the time when we complete it, we have some good news for KOF 15. Any announcements or anything that might leak in, you know, that grab people's attention and see how different from 15 to 14. But anyway, thanks again for guys. Thanks you guys for watching. Any comments, please leave. Well, if you have anything, please leave comment, and then well, I will check the message and try to answer as much as I can, and DC will help me as well. This is Chen.
DC.
DC. We'll see you guys on next Thursday. Thank you. Bye.